Northern Vietnam. For many, it's Hanoi's old quarter, the hum of motorbikes, steaming bowls of pho on busy sidewalks. The Reunification Express rattles through Train Street. Tourists line the tracks. Ha Long Bay's limestone karsts fill postcards. Sapa's rice terraces. Sapa's bustling markets, packed with tourists. But with fame comes crowds. Tourist boats and crowded markets. What if there's another Vietnam? Misty mountains, hidden temples, quiet rivers, far from the tourist trail. Today we'll leave the familiar behind. Shadows of limestone peaks, dense jungles, the country's wild edges. This is the Vietnam few ever see, a land of secret escapes and raw adventure. Get ready to discover a side of Vietnam you never knew existed. Our journey starts on the edge of the known just outside Hanoi. We'll explore misty national parks and colonial ruins reclaimed by nature. We'll drift along quiet rivers without the crowds. In Ninh Binh, we'll seek out overlooked wonders, Vietnam's largest Buddhist complex and its oldest national park. Then, we push north to Ha Giang and Cao Bang, legendary mountain passes, remote villages, thundering waterfalls. Finally, we'll find hidden highlands, terraced rice fields, serene caves far from Sapa's crowds. This is a journey of discovery, proof that Vietnam's true beauty lies beyond the famous spots. If you've only seen the highlights, you've barely scratched the surface. Just 60 kilometers from Hanoi, Ba Vi National Park feels like another world. 3 mist-shrouded peaks, continued, a green sanctuary for both wildlife and the human spirit. Trails wind through giant ferns and towering trees, sunlight dappling the forest floor. The air is cool, alive with birdsong and the hum of insects, a symphony of the wild. For Hanoians, Ba Vi is sacred, home to the mountain god, and steeped in myth. Here, time slows, and every step is a journey deeper into nature's embrace. It's a place of escape, awe, and quiet reverence. Just beyond the city's edge, Ba Vi is our first secret, a misty kingdom hiding in plain sight. Deep in Ba Vi's mist, we find the haunting ruins of a French colonial hill station. Crumbling stone walls, moss-covered staircases are all that remain. Nature is reclaiming everything. Roots crack foundations, vines swallow archways. An abandoned church stands as a silent witness, its steeple rising above the jungle. Built in the 1930s, this place was a symbol of colonial power, now surrendered to the forest. The ruins tell a story of impermanence, of empires fading and nature enduring. Here, history and wilderness merge, inviting quiet reflection. This living monument is one of Ba Vi's most captivating secrets. South of Hanoi, the Perfume Pagoda awaits, a journey that begins on the tranquil Yen River. We board a sampan, rowed by a local guide, gliding past limestone cliffs and lush rice paddies. The river mirrors the sky, shrines peek from the foliage, and the only sounds are oars and birdsong. For centuries, pilgrims have traveled this sacred waterway to reach temples hidden in the Hoang Tich Mountains. The river's name comes from fragrant blossoms that scent the air each spring. After an hour, we arrive at the mountain's base, ready to climb to a sacred cave temple. This peaceful journey is a meditation, a passage where faith and nature flow together. The Perfume River reveals a Vietnam where spirituality and landscape are inseparable. In Ninh Binh, away from the usual busy spot, stands Bái Đính Pagoda, the biggest Buddhist area in Vietnam. It spreads out over hills, old stones, new temples, golden statues, lots of columns. Even though it's huge, Bái Đính is peaceful. People praying are quiet. The open areas invite calm. Go up the pagoda tower, tiled roofs, green, rocky valleys, history, faith, art, all coming together in a beautiful, grand way. Bái Đính shows us that Vietnam's amazing places are often right in front of us. It's a spot to slow down, take a deep breath, feel a connection to the country's spiritual side. If you want peace to feel inspired, this is where your trip should start. Leaving the temples and big statues behind, we go deeper into nature. About an hour's drive from Bái Đính at the edge of Cuc Phuong National Park, Vietnam's oldest national park, a living picture from long ago, full of ancient jungle and wildlife. As you enter, the air gets cooler and smells of earth. Tall trees form a green roof, trunks draped in vines and moss. It feels untouched, mysterious, alive with age. Narrow paths wind through thick undergrowth past mossy rocks, through bamboo groves. Sunbeams pierce the canopy, lighting wildflowers, lighting ferns. Every step pulls you closer to detail. Silence broken by birds calling, monkeys chattering high in the canopy. Monumental trees with roots like giant legs. Cúc Phương is more than scenery. A sanctuary for rare and endangered animals, some found nowhere else. Monkeys, flying squirrels, civets, pulses of bird life. Local scientists and rangers working to protect biodiversity. There are caves here, some holding ancient bones, some with old carvings. Walking these trails, you can imagine people long ago. Hunters, monks, explorers. Visiting here lets you forget time. The modern world falls away. You feel the forest's rhythm. You feel small, and nature's resilience feels immense. Early morning fog clinging to branches, the park to yourself. Ninh Binh's secret wild place, kept safe and quietly magical. But perhaps the greatest treasure of Cúc Phương lies not in its trees or its vistas, but in its living inhabitants. At the heart of the park is the Endangered Primate Rescue Center. Here, conservationists have created a haven for some of Vietnam's rarest creatures. The center is home to critically endangered langurs and gibbons, primates whose songs echo through the jungle at dawn. Each animal here has a story, some rescued from the illegal wildlife trade, others born in the sanctuary and now thriving in safety. Walking through the center, you come face to face with creatures you've only seen in photos. Delicate delacours, langurs leap gracefully between branches, their white tails trailing like streamers. Gibbons swing from ropes and branches, their calls rising in a haunting chorus. There's a sense of hope here. Extinction is not inevitable. The staff work day and night, feeding and caring in the morning, night checks and monitoring at dusk. They educate visitors and return rehabilitated animals to protected forests. The rescue center is more than a tourist attraction. It is a message to the world. It shows what can be achieved when people come together to protect what is precious. It's a place of learning, where visitors from around the world witness conservation in action. Many leave inspired, determined to help. For children especially, seeing these animals up close is unforgettable, a lesson in empathy and stewardship. As we leave Cúc Phương, the rustle of leaves, the distant calls of a gibbon, the sense of ancient life continuing against the odds. In Ninh Binh, beyond the river tours and famous photos, you find deep, living stories of faith, of wilderness, and of hope for the future. Leaving the relative calm of the lowlands behind, our journey now takes a dramatic turn. We are heading north into Ha Giang. This is a land of legends. Mountains scrape the sky. Roads cling precariously to their sides. A ribbon of asphalt winds through immense, breathtaking landscape. Not a trip for the faint of heart. The famous Ha Giang Loop is a rite of passage. We're heading to a spectacular, often overlooked gateway. Air grows cooler, cleaner. The world below shrinks with every hairpin turn. Our destination, Quan Ba Heaven's Gate, Kong Troi Quan Ba. The name promises a threshold between earth and sky. The road is carved into the mountain face. Around every corner, a new panorama unfolds. Deep emerald valleys, tiny villages nestled below, traditional wooden houses like scattered seeds, slopes etched with terraced fields, a powerful, humbling drive. We pass through drifting clouds across the road, momentarily obscuring the view before parting to reveal an even more spectacular vista. This place feels alive, changing with light and weather. No tour buses here, no crowds jostling for a photo. Only the sound of the wind, the hum of our engine, and the overwhelming mountains. This journey is a meditation, demanding attention and rewarding connection to raw nature. You feel small, yet part of something ancient. Finally, we reach the pass. Standing at Heaven's Gate is pure awe. Below, the Quan Ba Valley stretches out. The twin mountains rise, two rounded, verdant hills. A mythical landscape where the earth tells stories. The beginning of our adventure in Vietnam's far north. Continuing into Ha Giang, we push north towards the edge of Vietnam. We see children playing and farmers guiding water buffaloes across terraced fields. Our goal, the Lũng Cú Flag Tower, marking the northernmost point of Vietnam. Reaching the top, you look out over a sea of mountains. A massive flag represents the nation's ethnic groups. It's a symbol of sovereignty in a remote corner of the country. The view is breathtaking. The Lũng Cú flag tower connects you to the soul of Vietnam. From the rugged peaks of Ha Giang, our journey takes us east across winding mountain roads into the neighboring province of Cao Bang. This region is equally beautiful, but it possesses a different character. The mountains here feel older. More rounded valleys are wider, lush fields, meandering rivers. The journey remains a highlight, endless vistas, quiet moments of reflection. Cao Bang is less visited than Ha Giang, a land that holds its secrets. One natural wonder calls to us, the thunder of falling water. Our destination, Bản Giốc Waterfall. As we near, mist thickens, a low rumble becomes a roar. Final approach, a lost world valley, rice paddies to the river's edge, towering limestone karsts. Anticipation builds. This is nature's grand theater, the main event. And then, there it is. Bản Giốc is overwhelming. Not one curtain, but a colossal, multi-tiered cascade spanning 300 meters. Water thunders down 30 meters into a vast turquoise pool, sending spray plumes skyward. The volume and power are mesmerizing, raw and untamed, more impressive in person. Bản Giốc feels wild and accessible, very few barriers between you and the falls. The falls are fed by the Kỳ Sun River, a jade-colored meandering waterway. Take a bamboo raft onto the pool, into the heart of mist and thunder. Floating closer, enveloped by sound and spray, feeling the vibrations through the raft. Immersive, exhilarating, one of northern Vietnam's greatest secrets. Bản Giốc Waterfall is split between Vietnam and China by the Kỳ Sun River. The main, louder cascade is on the Vietnam side. The China side has a smaller, but still pretty cascade. Rafts float in the river between the two countries. It's a place where nature softens the border. Bản Giốc is a sign of connection and shared history. Nearby, the local Nung people live in traditional stilt houses, explore hidden caves. As the sun sets, the waterfall's roar becomes a gentle song. Cao Bang shows us pure beauty and old ways of life. Our journey through Vietnam's hidden north now brings us to Pù Luông Nature Reserve, a vast protected valley in Thanh Hoa province. This is the Vietnam of your dreams, a place of profound peace and stunning natural artistry. Here, the landscape is a masterpiece of human and natural collaboration, carved into the earth by generations of ethnic Thai and Muong people. Their traditional wooden stilt houses are dotted throughout the valley. The pace of life here is slow, dictated by the seasons and the timeless rhythm of planting and harvesting. As the first light of dawn illuminates the valley in a soft, golden glow. Standing here, watching the world come alive, is a meditative experience. Exploring Pù Luông is best done on foot, following the small concrete paths that wind through the villages and across the terraces. The reserve is also home to giant, traditional water wheels that have been used for centuries to irrigate the fields. Pù Luông is a highland wonder that offers a genuine escape. Even near Sapa, secrets remain. Our destination, Thác, the silver waterfall, and the fairy cave. Here, the gentle roar of falling water provides a dose of natural serenity. Thác is a striking sight. Just a short walk away lies the fairy cave. As you step inside, you enter a different world. By the silver waterfall and inside the fairy cave, you can reconnect with the natural beauty of this region. It's a peaceful conclusion to our exploration. Our journey through the hidden wonders of northern Vietnam is now drawing to a close, but its echoes will remain with us long after we have departed. We began on the fringes of Hanoi, peeling back the layers of the familiar to discover the misty, forgotten world of Ba Vie National Park. Among the ghostly ruins of a French colonial past, we felt the powerful, relentless march of nature reclaiming its territory. We then drifted down the serene Yen River, a silent, meditative voyage through limestone karsts that led us to the sacred Perfume Pagoda. From there, we ventured into Ninh Binh, seeking treasures many visitors miss. We stood within the vast golden halls of Bái Đính Pagoda, a place of immense scale yet surprising tranquility. We stepped into primeval Cúc Phương National Park, walking beneath ancient trees and coming face to face with rare primates in conservation care. These encounters reminded us of Vietnam's deep natural heritage and conservation efforts. Our path led north into Ha Giang and Chao Bang. We navigated switchbacks up to Quan Ba Heaven's Gate, a panoramic threshold into a mythical landscape of mountains and valleys. We stood at Lũng Cú, the nation's northernmost point, watching the flag over a patchwork of rural life that felt untouched by time, and we were humbled by the thunder of Bản Giốc Waterfall, a majestic wonder that dissolves a border and unites landscapes. Finally, we sought tranquility in the highlands, finding an alternative to the crowded icons. In Pù Luông Nature Reserve, we watched sunrise over cascading rice terraces, a landscape sculpted by generations of human hands, working in harmony with the earth. Near Sapa, we found Thác Waterfall and the legendary Fairy Cave, discovering that even in famous regions, pockets of peace and magic still exist for those who seek them. This journey has been a collection of moments, each one a different note in the symphony of a Vietnam that few ever get to hear. What do you take home from a journey? Not just photographs or trinkets. The true souvenir is a feeling, a shift in perspective. The cool mist on your skin, the scale of the Buddha, a shared smile. These moments change the way you see the world. Northern Vietnam reveals incredible depth and diversity. Quiet spirituality, untamed wilderness. A Vietnam where discovery is alive. Another layer to uncover if you take the time to look. Be brave. Look beyond the top 10 lists. Take a turn down a road that isn't in your guidebook. Allow yourself to get a little bit lost. If you've only seen Vietnam's famous spots, you've only scratched the surface. The soul of this nation is waiting for you. The rest of the story is yours to discover. Go and find a Vietnam you never knew existed.